landed. It's Friday night, 6 p.m. Eastern. Time to go through the sales.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
I'm on one of those kicks that Shane was on last week when he showed up and he was cursing up a storm about having to be on right now. I'm pulled in 15 different directions currently, and I'm feeling it.
Are you coming in on two wheels right now?
Like Charles tonight, I'm coming in on one wheel for the actual podcast. So for those of you who don't know, we film 2 or 3 other podcasts. This one called Rogue 5 Rundown. Welcome, Chris, and welcome everybody. And we film 5 Idiots Talking Toys, which we just got done recording, and then Wednesday's Win and Whiffs. Mm-hmm. We also, me and Chris, do a review on movies, but oh wait, that's not us. But anyway, we should probably do that anyway.
No one actually does anyway.
Welcome everybody. We're fast and furious tonight. We got to get this knocked out. We've got plenty of stuff to go over and a lot of stuff to talk about. So welcome for another episode. I think this is episode 59.
58, I believe.
58, yes.
I have no idea. I completely made it up.
So my computer shit the bed and I lost all my tabs. So I'm just going to do an old school roll through of a rundown. And to be honest with you, there's like 8 items that I picked anyway. I can probably go through them pretty quick. But I will just go ahead and start because I know you're going to pass out on me if I don't.
Oh, without a doubt. And I'll just talk in the meantime. This past 2-3 weeks, we have listed so many damn items. It's not even funny. It's probably the most I posted in a while.
So this week for me, I have not posted that much because it is ComicCon week here. And things get hectic here in San Diego, like picking up passes and people coming in from out of town that are some of them are actually friends of ours on the page and the show. Some of them live in LA. They want to meet up. Other people, that I'm friends with here locally, they want to meet up and go to the show. And there's a lot to do here during Comic-Con week. Lots to see, lots of stuff for sale, lots of stuff to look at, whatever, and so on and so forth. So, so that's what I've been doing all week. I've been a little busy there, but stay tuned on the page. I'll be listing some stuff here really soon in our Patreon, patreon.com/5 Idiots Talking Toys. We'll be giving out more information as to what we'll be putting out on the page. So you can have first dibs on there. Exclusive content on our podcasts and our wins and whiffs and the stuff that we'll be listing for sale for toys and whatnot. So this is a Cantina Adventure set you sold, Chris, with 11 pegs.
Yep, I had 11 white pegs, had the Cantina set itself. I mean, it was in pretty nice condition. How like that fold is after all these years can kind of start to tear a little bit. This one is intact for now, but let's see how it is when it gets to the guy's house. So, I've sold a bunch of these in the past. I kind of don't know if these have gone up or down in price. It's not something that you see all the time. So I kind of just went with the price I last sold it at, which was like a couple of years ago, and it sold instantly. So I'm not sure if that was a good price or not.
I think I've seen one for sale, and I think it was like 100 to 125. They don't come up for sale that often.
No, they don't.
I know that. I know the collection that you and I were looking at here locally. There was one for sale, and it looked just like this one. So that was the second one that I've seen in person. Really, I mean, I have one, but that's the second one that I've actually seen. In my hands. So
because you can sell
come up that often.
Like these pegs sell for what, $5 a piece?
Yeah, the pegs sell probably more than that now, but
there you go.
The pegs go for a lot, but you got to remember that these are cardboard sets, and this paper, this is very thin paper, and it's like on cardstock. It's the best way to describe it. And these things did not survive. Trust me. I have the Bespin Cloud City one. I have one that's out, and is literally, you look at it and it's falling apart. So
yeah,
they're very hard to find in one piece. So moving on. Like I said, my computer pooped, so I'm just trying to go through some of the items here that I noticed that were a little more strange. As always, if you're looking for anything at all, please scroll up here to this little magnifying glass. If you're looking for a specific item, if it's loose or carded or graded, type it in there, and most likely it'll come up and you can see what things are going for. We don't have enough time to go over everything, unfortunately. There's a lot of stuff gets listed on the page. Here we have a Superpowers Penguin. I picked this one out earlier. I'm not too familiar with the Superpowers. I thought this was John's listing in there for a second. He helped, I think, identify the missing piece that was on there.
So this is the original Penguin. This is the 1984 Superpowers. I know this looks a lot like the Toy Biz one, which is 89 maybe.
Yeah.
So, and that one goes for about $15, and I know this one is substantially a lot more. So this is the 1984 Superpowers one.
And that one went for $90 added to the box.
You want to make sure that it has that little brown piece that sticks up at the top. It slides up and down on the umbrella, and that's what hooks the umbrella top on it.
Nice. Here's some puzzles. Those are standard stuff. Some we saw all sorts of stuff on the page, guys, from modern to oddballs to Shane sells kitchen appliances on here.
Correct.
We got a lot of modern stuff on here, a lot of graded, a lot of weird stuff that you really wouldn't see anywhere else. That's why our page is, I think, doing pretty well, because we have a lot of random stuff on here, not only Star Wars but other toy lines. So we love to dabble in everything toy related.
And the search bar has been a little bit wonky lately, so you really have to be word specific when you type something in.
Yeah, I can't even find half my stuff on there. Here's one of the things I listed was a C-3PO Return of the Jedi case. It was sealed with the cellophane on there, and the was still with the price tag and the cardboard on there. And this was a very nice example. It sold pretty quick. For $240 plus shipping there, and I think this is on its way to Canada. So this was a nice one. Nice. And these are getting harder and harder to find, especially with the cellophane on there, because as you know, that stuff does not do well with time. So
correct.
So yeah, that was a nice one there that sold. Another listing here: Darth Vader Star Destroyer, very nice box, complete playset. We don't really list too many of these on the page. I looked at some sold listings earlier. This is $240 to sold instantly to a Patreon member. They were after one of these in nice shape, so that's what that is. Complete in a really nice box. So around $240 to $250, I think, is what anywhere in that $200 to $250 price range, depending on condition. I think the playset. I think I saw one sell incomplete, just a playset missing a bunch of pieces for $50. So I imagine that playset is, I think the box is what makes it. So.
Yeah, it's not really the playset that's worth a lot.
Yeah. This one had the instructions in the box and everything. It was really nice shape. 18 finally sold, so that's God. Good. I only listed it twice. No, I'm not like Rula that panics and 5 minutes in I lower the price and try to get rid of it. Chris, stop me if there's something that you want to look at here. There's Battlestar Galactica. Like I said, we put all sorts of stuff on the page.
Yeah.
Mainly sci-fi stuff that we're interested in, but I'm going to get into some of the loose figures that you posted on here, and one graded one, I believe. So here is a Hollow Cheeks Tuskin. Tell us how much these go for.
So this one didn't sell. The other one actually sold for $300. This right one, here. Right? This one. It's actually pretty nice. Has good silver on the face. The brown paint on the body itself is actually very, very nice, front and back. So this is the Hollow Cheeks version. It's the more harder to get one, and this sold instantly for $300.
This was complete, right? Yeah, nice shape on the cape.
Yep.
Scrolling back up now. Now this is the other figure that I wanted to highlight was a red bar. Now these go for all sorts of stuff, all sorts of money depending on condition. But what have you seen? I've seen usually if the sticker's really beat up, anywhere from $250 to $300. Minimum of $250 with a recognizable red bar here. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's this little bar here. On the top left, that's what you want to look for. Usually it's white, but if it's red, that is one of the known variants and highly sought after.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen beat up ones like Brandon said actually sell for $200, and then I see most examples sell between $300 and $400 that are just like display examples. This one is probably like a 60 grade, 65 grade, nothing special, but if you don't have one, it's still a nice one to to put on display. This one sold for $450, I believe. And I mean, you can probably spend $700-800 on a absolutely beautiful, perfect one if you can, if you can find one,
and then grade it even more. So blue snags, there's been a bunch of them. We've gone over this figure several times. Anywhere from 300 to 350 loose, if in decent shape. Anywhere up to 500, really nice silver paint. As long as it's not a green snag with discoloration there on the torso. And then the Boba Fett here is one of the last ones I wanted to cover, which was a painted blue helmet Boba Fett here with a V5 blaster for AFA 75. I think that was a great deal. Usually the figure by itself with a blaster goes for that. So I mean, you get the graded there for nothing. So.
That is a figure that I believe only came on the Jedi card on a certain card back. I'm not sure. Maybe like a 77 or something like that. I don't even know.
Yeah.
But you can see the helmet is painted like a light blue. And then if you look at the bottom picture, the back of the helmet, it's the same, normal color than what it normally is.
Correct. Very nice shape on that one, and I'll just do a quick scroll through here. This is some of the stuff we have to say. Topps cards, another blue snag here, loose for $330, like I mentioned before. We already talked about some of these. We talked about I would have highlighted that one, but we grabbed that one on the last episode. So
okay,
so some loose figures here, guys, and we got a Willow card back here with this dude here.
Yeah, that's sold for $12.
That's about as good as the second season of that show or that movie is. That got canceled. And then we'll end here on the Predator. But anyway, guys, Comic-Con exclusive. If you're at Comic-Con, I'm sure I'll see you there. This will air during Comic-Con. So if you're there during the weekend and you happen to catch our episode and you see me walking around with my hair on fire trying to wrangle the kids in, give me a shout and we'll go grab some food and drink out in town. But anyway, that'll do it. That's another episode here.
I will have a lot more oddball stuff coming up also on the page, so if you're interested.
All right. Well, that'll do it for another episode. Check us out on patreon.com/FridayTalking constant collections and exclusives. I do this thing called bounty hunting, where I'll search for toys for our Patreon members. I did one with GoBots. I posted some GoBots, and I found a case of uncirculated GoBots. And there were some happy Patreon members that got to cash in on that. So that's a Patreon exclusive, and they were able to get them at cost and whatever it costs to ship. So we do that on there. We give out exclusive content with our podcasts and stuff like that. We are part of a bigger podcast, 5 Days Talking Toys, and we do Wednesdays Win and Whiffs on Wednesday, and then obviously we have our main podcast on Sundays. But this airs on Fridays. So comment below, give us a like, and more importantly, subscribe if you're not a subscriber already, because all that does is make you win more stuff. Eventually, we're going to give away a graded figure once we hit 5,500 subs. So we're going to wait for 500 more, and we'll give it away in 4 years.
Yeah, exactly.
So anyway, thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for tuning. Thanks for watching, and leave a comment below.
All right. See you later. Bye.
Bye.